We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe that we shall overcome someday. Is it likely to happen? Good morning, y'all. Hi, Tanya B. Kelly Hans, Alfreda Gross. How y'all doing? Hi, Michelle Holly and Miss Ashley. Hi, everybody. Good morning, people. Diva 45 and Erica J. Mocha Drop. People, I hope I'm not too controversial this morning. I know people got a lot of unlearning to do, but I'm taken by this story today. Actually, I saw it first on Larry Reed's show last night. I was half asleep, so I was watching with one eye. And I saw this black woman on there having a conniption fit because their target was in honor of Gay Pride Month. They had clothes with rainbows on them, right? And the woman was having a heart attack. This is what they're showing to our children. Look, they're showing their children a rainbow. What was God's promise to the earth? That he would not burn this motherfucker down or flood it with water. Wasn't it a rainbow? What? You associate the rainbow only because it has to do with homosexuality. And if the kids see a rainbow, then they're going to want to be gay. Everybody going to be gay. Why are you gay, boy? Why are you gay? I saw the rainbow. I saw the rainbow. People, I don't know where you're at in your evolution or where you're at in your growth or whatever, but it seems every time it seems like we're making progress in this country. We always have these assholes that pop up out of nowhere. And lady, yes, I will be calling you an asshole. You black. Let me try to control my language. She is so passionate. Oh, what the Bible said, man with a woman. The man with a woman. Look at this. Look at this. They're showing it to our children. Anita Bryant. Yeah. Oh, their children. Let me ask you a question, a lady. When Anita Bryant over here and threw up her brain and on the issue that if you had homosexual teachers that all the kids would turn gay. What happened with that? Did anybody turn gay because they had a gay teacher? Are teachers teaching in schools because they have a passion for teaching children? Are they harmed in any way because we don't have laws against gay teachers? Right? Here's what offends me about this black woman. Running her funky ass around the store. Oh, look at this. Look at this. It's a rainbow. Oh. It's saying this is a human condition. These people, these religious idiots, are so convinced that they have so much power that they actually determine sexuality. It's like something that we are going to say are going to do are going to make people gay. Well, I'm trying to figure out, how did I miss that? Because no one ever said nothing to me about being gay. No one ever preached a gay sermon around me. Hell, I never saw a rainbow t-shirt, and I'm still gay. You are what you continue to want to deny reality. That the homosexual condition, it is in nature. It is a natural thing, right? Now I'll make the comparison. When I was a younger person, we would of course, it was during the middle of civil rights, but they would talk about how black people couldn't go into a store where a white person shopped, or black people couldn't sit at the same counter with a white person, right? This is segregation, right? Because somehow or other, what we have is going to rub off on them. right? Do you remember the fights that took place just for you to sit in the same classroom, black ass bitch? Do you remember? You demanding some, you become the oppressor, right? So what if Target want to say, listen, we have gay employees, we have gay customers. Yeah, we can honor you for a month. We can put up some gay products, right? We've been doing it for 10 years. We've been doing it for a decade. But no, these stupid ass bitches like you, male or female, doesn't make no difference what kind of bitch you are. You're gonna bring this shit up now and use it for your political agenda, right? So do you feel like we should still have separate bathrooms? I mean, it's right, right? What do you mean? How can it change? Everything that happened in the past, that means it was right because it happened in the past, correct? Is that what we're thinking? What do you think, black woman in the supermarket in the Target store? Ah, look what they're doing to our kids. Oh, they can all be gay. What about when the White House turns the whole goddamn White House a rainbow flag in honor of Gay Pride Month or Gay Pride Day? What did you feel about when Obama lit the whole goddamn thing up? What did you think about that? What did you think about when 70% of America came to the agreement that gay people should be allowed the same privileges, same rights as anybody else paying taxes? What did you think about that, right? But you're going to let them... I wish you people would just take, they need to have a separate name for Christianity. Christianity is one thing. Your religion is something totally different. It really is. They're not even the same thing, right? Because if you read the Gospels and you believe what they say in the Gospels is true, then the gospel has got nothing to do with you raising your children. It ain't got a goddamn thing to do with it, girl. Suffer the children, let them come unto me. Suffer not the little children, let them come unto me. That's about it. That's all he said. Oh, it ain't God's way. It ain't just... You don't have to involve God for your bigotry. You just say, I'm a bigot. I hate people. And if you listen to that black woman on Larry Reed's show yesterday, I see that it has become a story in CNN as well today. You see, she slips off into all of her bigotry and her views about people being homosexual, right? Whatever. I don't know if I'm being clear or not. The point is, the very same things you try to harm us with, us as homosexual people, because it's always been something that bothered me. I say, well, God, I hear what these people say when I go down to church with my grandmama, right? But I don't understand it. It's never made any sense to me. How can, either you are who you are, or you just, what do you just create who you are? And you somehow, you change who you are? And what is this based on? Oh, what the birds say, what the words say. Did God tell you that? Did God tell you that it is your assignment to oppress and suppress people on this planet, to try to make their life less valuable than your own? God told you that, huh? Did God tell you that? Or that's what the word said? Because the word, no matter how you slice it, was written by men, correct? If you're calling yourself a Christian, girl, Christian faith starts with the Gospels, right? So Jesus Christ was not a Christian. It ain't had nothing to do. He wasn't. Christianity came after him, correct? Let me try to gather my thoughts here. You say it's what the word said, right? Now, people will say, well, Christ quoted scripture. Scripture was the law of the land at that time in history, thousands of years ago, 6,000 years ago, right? So to say something is what the words say, you cannot confuse that with Christianity, right? Because Christianity came after the Gospels, correct? But you lumped it all together, right? You let the Catholics mix up a salad bowl full of all this stuff and all these ideas and all these stories and shit. You put it all together. Okay, put that in and leave that out. No, we don't want to hear that. No. That doesn't make sense with the last story. No. The Catholics cooked up this soup, right? And now this is God. How the fuck is it God? How you gonna quit the New Testament talking about this scripture? How in the fuck is this scripture? Leaving God out of this mess. The point is, we had to fight for every single right we have in America. Black people, right? It's just about different. Civil rights was not about you being black, in my opinion. It's not a right for black people. No, it was about rights for all people. All for one. See, unless we're all free, nobody's free, girl. Right? How you gonna get your stinking black ass up in the store talking about how we gonna we gotta acknowledge them people. Oh, they're acknowledging the lifestyle. They're acknowledging this thing. I am alive, nigga. I'm alive. I'm alive. We are here, bitch, and we ain't going back. Now you can try to a strong arm target all you want to, bitch. You cannot change this juggernaut of history, right? Right? We're going to have to acknowledge these people are here. By denying that they exist does not change the fact. We only end up with more bigots like you, bitch. She ain't the only one. Of course, the Republicans now, they got something else they can bat around. It sickens me when these niggas jump on the bandwagon with them. The very oppressors of the ass. Now they got the black Republican, only goddamn one in the White House. Now he running for president now. I'm gonna be the Republican president. Right on, brother. Let me calm my nerve. Hold on a minute, people. Y'all don't hate me yet, do you? All that Target thing is just people acknowledging, yes, gay people do exist. And yes, this is your day. We're just celebrating you as well. Gay people have children. It ain't because they want the children to be gay, right? The church where I go, most of the women are lesbian women, or the majority of the women are lesbian women. Their children are not gay. They're raised in gay households. They got two mothers or two fathers. They're not gay. We've seen the kids grow up. I remember when they were babies in strollers, and now they're teenagers and young adults. They ain't gay. We still having their weddings, right? My parents certainly didn't tell me about gay. They didn't teach me gay, right? And yet they touched me heterosexual this, heterosexual that, heterosexual this, but I'm still gay. You don't have that kind of power, people. You ain't making shit happen. All you're doing is producing more and more and more bigotry, trying to keep us locked in, girl, so you can be better than some goddamn body. Why is it so important for you to be better than somebody? They freed your black ass. Nigga couldn't even sit on the same damn toilet. Now you the one. Oh, we got to protect the society. We got to protect the society. Look at that. Look at that rainbow. Ooh. I thought that was God's rainbow. It still comes in the sky right now, nigga. You have to attach all this hatred to it. Your children don't know nothing about that. They just said, look at that. It's a rainbow shirt. I doubt that these little kids are going into Target to go shopping. Girl, if you don't want it, don't buy it. And if we have Women's Day, if we have a National Women's Day, then maybe they want to promote women on that damn day or that month, girl. What's wrong with why you got a problem with it? God damn. We have we celebrate everything, especially here in San Francisco. We celebrate everything, right? Irish parades, Irish Day, and all this kind of day. Secretary's Day, and everybody gets a day. Everybody except that gays, because when you see the gays celebrate, then they're gonna all turn gay. We got to keep pressing them. We don't acknowledge that. Oh, I don't acknowledge that. I don't acknowledge. What the fuck you mean you don't acknowledge it, bitch? It don't go away because your punk ass don't acknowledge it, girl. You ain't stopping nothing. You're being used like a puppet, an ignorant, stupid woman. I ain't got to be like Larry Reid. I don't got to be nice to your black ass. You disrespect me, bitch, I'm disrespecting you. That's the way it is. And that's what you need. You don't want me to drop? I ain't gonna drop dead. I'm just telling you my view on the thing. It's on CNN today. CNN. Target is apparently in celebration of Gay Pride Month, like a lot of businesses who employ gay people and who also have customers that are gay people. And they just said, well, yeah, we're going to acknowledge you. Like the White House, when they turned the whole goddamn White House rainbow colors, right? We can acknowledge you. Yes, you're our friends, right? We don't have a problem with you anymore. We were wrong. We were mistaken, right? What's wrong with the business doing that? I mean, how much are you in pain because you saw a rainbow on a T-shirt? You put a in pain on it. What are these little geniuses that you're producing, girl? That they know that on their little thing there they have a rainbow on there, girl. What do they know? Oh, it's the devil sign, the mark of Zorro. Them children are children. They don't know a goddamn thing about your hatred, honey. You're going to attach that. You're going to keep on pumping it into them. So when they become adults, then they can go on and carry on another season of bigotry. Even though the world is constantly changing, not only here in the United States, all over the world, girl, is gay marriages in almost every country, right? Gay marriage in almost every country. That means we are progressing. In spite of the Republican view, we are still progressing. But Republicans feel like, well, this was our world. This would take us back to 1950s. Donald Trump coming there. Oh, we're going to make America great again. Again? What do you mean again, nigga? Are we talking about 1952? When? When was it great, Donald Trump? We gonna make it great again. You got your black ass up here. Oh my God, they're taking over the children. They're taking them over. Look at here. I guess all these rainbows that are in the chat now. If a young person were to see that rainbow, what the hell is that going to change their sexual identity? People, you don't got that kind of power. You just don't. Most gay people will testify to you because of all the shit they heard when they were children. They would much rather have an easier path by just being heterosexual. A lot of us will say, well, it wouldn't be nice if I had kids and I had all this kind of stuff. But it's not me. I can't make that be me, girl. And it didn't change anything. All it did was send me through a season of being miserable. And them bitches will have you be miserable. You'll be whipping yourself, girl. They call it chastisement. I looked at a man. Beat it. And they used to put electroshocks in your titties, girl, and turn it all the way up. Every time you think about one, girl, they would turn the electricity up. And they thought they would really have the power. Now they're making everybody straight. When you deny homosexual people same rights as other people, same respect as other people, basically, what you're denying is God's creation. You see, God's creation is not just a book, right? The written word that those men wrote down back 7,000, 8,000 years ago, that's not God. You know God by what is here, right? You know God. We're not saying, you know what? I wish these religious people, since they doing God's work and all this kind of, I wish these motherfuckers would talk about murder every once in a while, right? I wish they'd come over here and give sermons about these crooked ass politicians, girl. I wish they would talk about something that means something, correct? Now this ignorant ass woman thinks she's doing God's work. She ain't doing nothing but the Republicans' work. They're creating talking points, girl. There's just like they don't want the transgender people to use the toilet. What they want to do is shit on the goddamn street. Oh, they're trying to take over the world. I'm so happy that what happened with Anita Bryan. Didn't that girl lose everything? Family, home, career, commercials, everything. Everything had to be stripped out from her for her to say, yes, indeed, it appears that fat meat truly is greasy, right? You want to go picking them damn fights, girl, go ahead. It's your own peril. But for you to try to change other people, turn their minds against innocent people. Why should one person be treated better than the other person? Doesn't make any sense. And in the future, we'll see that, you know what? That never did make any sense. Let me see what y'all talking. I'm just running my mouth. I know I'm all over the place. Okay, so did I cover the basics? Target has for the last 10 years, a decade, during Pride Month, has had a section where they promote little Pride clothing and I guess little, I don't know what they have, little hats and shit, all kinds of stuff. Because gay people have children as well, right? It's not determining their sexuality. It's just saying they have children, honey. And they don't want their children growing up hating and despising themselves, honey. Right? But you don't give a fuck about no gay people, family. It's just about us. It's just about us. Give me mine and fuck the rest of them. Okay, y'all ain't said, y'all, I know y'all, baby, you ain't got to take no side. You ain't got to do nothing. I'm just saying, treat people the way you want to be treated, right? I've been alive long enough that, honey, I was at the tail end of the civil rights movement, but I realized that we had to fight for every single goddamn thing that exists on this planet. And then you were to get your black ass over here, and now all of a sudden you are the oppressor? How in the fuck did the oppressed become the oppressor? At least I ain't gay. At least I ain't gay. What are you though, bitch? Are you a idolater? Right? They always holler about how holy they are, girl. Ain't got nothing to do with no damn holiness, Miss Thing. Then every other week we got to catch them with the draws down. We don't even catch the women. We just catch the men's. Target was doing too much, says Lovely One. Well, that's your opinion, Lovely One, because you're not a gay person, right? I wonder if I would have ended up on drugs and all that shit if the world was different then. If I didn't believe I had to hide my identity for so long, right? If I had pursued career like anybody else, if I wasn't so obsessed with just getting off into these gay ghettos, right? Because it's the only place I was accepted. I wonder if the life would be different then, girl. I wonder if I would have better relationships if I'd known that I could be married with one person. I wonder if it would have been different, right? I wonder how much damage was done to my psychic mind by sitting up in them churches, girl, and hear that nasty, filthy, disgusting hatred these people spewed out generation after generation, girl. I wonder if my life would have been different. But the world's changing. Oh, it's changing, baby. You ain't gonna be able to stop it. Just like it's changing for your black ass because they realized what they were doing to you was wrong. Same thing with gay people, girl. You're just people. You ain't shit. You ain't shit, and we ain't shit. You're all the same thing, made of dirt, according to the book you call the Word. We're gonna treat somebody else bad. Like it's so horrible. Oh, how you gonna acknowledge the gay parade? How you gonna acknowledge gay people? How you gonna acknowledge they should have pride in themselves? No, that's why your children will kill their motherfucking ass when they find out they different. You the kind of bitches that raise those kind of people, right? And you accomplished something. God, look what I did. Spite her. Fucking devil. You're evil. Your thinking, your mind is of the devil because you don't even consider the feelings of other people. You don't care. It make no difference to you, right? But you ain't nobody else, girl. I'm just talking to this one black one. Baby, I'm sure that there's tens of thousands of white ones that feel the same damn way. They hate everything. I just hate everything. Whatever they say, I hate it. Anything to do with it. They gonna be coming for the transgender people. I mean, transgender people are such a teeny tiny little minority of people who are born transgender. They're such a, but yet they're gonna make that a big story now. Oh, the trans woman was on the poster. I saw her on the poster. She doesn't exist. Is that what you believe? Right? Do you actually believe that people are better off by not knowing real life, that there are gay people in the world? They're supposed to find that out only in their 30s and then only to hate it, right? I mean, is that what you're saying? Uh-oh, lovely one, we got a problem. Target lost tons of money over there. Serve them right. Why'd you serve them right? Explain yourself, lovely one. Who is lovely one? That's not lovely love, right? Lovely one is a regular person over here. She has an imposing opinion, because we are people. That's what we do. But lovely one, Target lost tons of money over there. Serve them. What is your concern, lovely one? Tell me your concern. Okay. Try to get a good example here. Oh, what about this? Here's something. Lovely one, tell me your point. Okay. My pens are rainbow color. Okay. Now explain to me how that affects you. I'm just concerned. How does it affect you? What color a swimming suit is? Or you're concerned about the children of the world? You believe that children are the future. Treat them well and let them. All you produce is a bunch of damaged, stupid people. You got these people like that ZX fool over there and stuff. They go through a whole rest of their life fighting against homosexuality, right? Because they've been taught, they've been schooled. I was schooled the right way. I was schooled the right way. Oh, it's wrong. It's wrong. Oh, I mean Jesus' name. Say it. Let's get Jesus a hand. Let's get Jesus a hand. Why would you mix the Christ into that bullshit? Have you no concern for the actual gospel? Do you not want people to know that God, in his goodness, has decided to send us a gift of forgiveness in the person of Jesus Christ? And all who believe in him will have eternal life. You don't care nothing about that. All you care about is Jesus. It's against Jesus. It's against. Then shouldn't Jesus have mentioned something about it since it's against him? They need to separate out what a Christian is and what a religious Christian is, a religious church is, excuse me. A Christianity, when you give your faith to Jesus Christ, I can give testimony that it changes your whole world, right? But when I look out my window and I see all these people on the street, and these homeless people, and these people out here digging in the garbage, these people hollering and screaming at poles and all this kind of shit, I said, well, goddamn, if we have this kind of information that people can actually be delivered by faith in the Spirit of God through the body of Jesus Christ, why would I be more concerned? Oh, they like me. They like me. No, that's not your mission, nigga. That ain't your mission, girl. You're supposed to be trying to bring some good into the earth by telling them about Christ and his sacrifice, nigga. They are different things, in my opinion. I am a Christian. God, Jesus Christ, saved my life. I am eternally grateful to the day they put me in the ground. I'll be singing his praises. God is good. God doesn't benefit anything from your negativity. All your negativity, girl, that's not of God. God don't need you. Girl, if God is mad at you, just give you a heart attack. Bam. It would take nothing for him to do that, girl. He said, I put you in here. I give you dominion of the earth. You're supposed to progress, not regress. Now, y'all watch as this political season heats up, gets hot. Now DeSantis got to prove that he is just as bigoted as Trump, because they only got Trump in the office because he was a bigot, right? There was somebody fighting for us. We are here. Get him, Donald. Get him, Donald. So now DeSantis got to prove that he's just as bigoted, as small-minded as Trump, or he has served no purpose, right? He saw they put him in office for these views, and that's what he's going to. So you can expect more of this bullshit. Don't be deceived, people. You want to love God? Love God. Do something good. You ain't going to gain nothing by your good works, but do them. It should be in your heart. So I don't want to hurt those people. I don't want to hurt anybody. I want everybody to do better. It doesn't benefit me for me by you doing worse. How am I benefited by some teenagers killing themselves? How does that make my life better? Sometimes I think about all the families of these people. You hear they with them and all they abuse. And then I think about the people who are meet out on the street, Los Angeles, San Francisco, New York City. And I say, well, these people came out of those families. So what have you done to your family? You are a major failure if you have turned on your own family, your seed, based on some fools up in some building talking about what God said. God said. Really? You would think this would be an obsession of God. If you were a person coming from outer space, you came to this country, you would think that heterosexuality was the primary issue of the Bible. God don't need you to preach heterosexuality, honey. He already created. You see what you are. You see what a man and women produce a child. It's not an argument. It's nothing to argue about, girl. We already know that, Miss Thing. That don't mean these other people, girl, who is also a part of God's creation, don't deserve the same rights and the same respect, Miss Thing. I just had to say that word. I just had to say that word. Out of 600, what was it, 620 laws from given to the Jewish people, out of 600 laws that you can only think about 5 of them. And when you decide to break one of those, you come up with other talk, right? Every time you catch one of these, I've sinned against God. Yeah, you sinned against God. You up in the hotel room with 2 whores smoking crack, motherfucker. I sinned against God. He gonna forgive. He gonna forgive you and the fuck with everybody else. We might disagree here. You can disagree. Everybody got a mind, honey. I'm just saying, if that's what you're getting out that book, you need to close the book down. You need to close it down. So listen, if I'm going to be running my mouth about how good God is, I cannot be using that book to beat other people over the head with it. Because if that is the mission, then I'm saying that God is not good. He's only good to me and my group. Right? I guess you got to spill it, RJ. If it's a burning desire of your heart to tell us why you disagree, then go ahead and say it. You want to? Calm down, Mr. Tim. I'm calling that woman a bitch. Why not? I don't know where people got this idea that they can say whatever they want to harm other people and whole communities of people, but they deserve the utmost of respect. No, that is not the way I've ever felt about it. I've never felt that way about it, honey. You disrespect me, I'm disrespecting you. That's the way it is, because you are the same thing as me, nothing but flesh. I'm gonna build up my bigotry. Hey, look what I did. Look what I did. I guess I really got them. Stupid ass motherfuckers. You are so interested in going backwards, girl. Let's go back to slavery. What was that? 200 to 400 years. You want to do that again? It was good, right? It was in the Bible. Weren't indentured slaves in the Bible? Wasn't the whole goddamn nation, the Israelites, weren't they enslaved? So should we go back to that then? I don't understand. Wasn't it the man that you married, wasn't he a stranger in the biblical times? Didn't your father just make a deal with another father based on who had the most property? Is that what you want to go back to? Do you believe that a woman has a right to speak? Very rarely spoken in the Bible, right? A couple of lines here and there. couple of lines, skip 300 or 400 years, or another woman says something? Is that what you're supposed to go back to? I'm just saying. Picking and choosing, cherry picking. It just bothers me they put that black woman like that. Stupid ass. Baby, we got enough bigots in the world. They can speak for their own goddamn self. Don't be used. Oh, my daughter gonna see it that. It means gay. It means gay. And what's gonna happen? So your daughter's gonna you want your daughter to go to school to learn about the world and the history of the world, correct? And also the current state of the world and the future of the world. You want her to learn everything, but you don't want her to learn basics about reality. There are gay people in the world. That's all they're gonna learn. Oh, they're gonna hear about the gay. They're gonna be gay. I wasn't raised like you got the idiots like ZX. Oh, I wasn't raised that way. I wasn't raised that way. And yet, yeah, you're still talking about homosexuality, girl, 40 years later. You weren't raised that way. What was accomplished there? Anything? I thought you was referring to the tuck underwear. Who? I don't know what that is, honey. What's the tuck underwear? I don't know what that is, RJ Supreme. I thought you were talking about the little decal, the little rainbow decal. So y'all done surrendered God's promise to the gays, huh? So now all that represents is just gay, and it's something negative. You're trying to teach them to be negative, and you wonder why you got all these white bigots in the world. And you say, "Oh, I can't see how they gonna be so evil, so mean, so cruel." No, just the same thing you're doing, girl. They're taught it. Kids don't know nothing about this shit, right? You wonder why people, generations and generations and generations, are still bigots. They're still stuck in 1952. It's because of people like you, not you people, her, and people who are so offended by the people celebrating Gay Pride Month. You taught it to them, and you thought you were going to actually alter their sexuality by teaching them hatred. You don't know why these people, they never talk about all these goddamn murderers. These people are murdering people in the bunches. They got over 200 mass shootings in this country. They don't say a goddamn thing about all this goddamn killing and these motherfucking guns and all this shit. All they want, oh, but he ain't gay. He ain't gay. No, but he's in prison for the rest of his life. He's destroyed another family because he just decided to go out. He was mad. Don't the Bible talk about thou shalt not kill? Yet it's the most violent book known to mankind. I'm just saying, isn't that a contradiction? Thou shalt not kill. Yet I got more killing in this book, not God's book, the book, Sign of the Times, honey. Sign of the Times. We're not supposed to be the same as those people. We are not supposed to be. We done went through hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. We should have progressed past trying to stay stuck. That's why that book is bad for you. You got to have the right mind to accept that book for what it is, right? You're going into a world and you think you're trying to duplicate and you're trying to believe that this book is God, then you're going down the wrong way, honey. It's going to be harmful to you. You're trying to match an ancient book. You can't match your life to ancient history. That was those people's history. You took it and tried to make it yours. Oh, it was God was telling me this. God was telling me that. What? Can't God speak to you now? Can't God tell you what's right and what's wrong for your own life, your own family? Right? Oh, no. Oh, no. No, he said it to Sarah. He said it to Sarah. He was speaking to Sarah. Because someone wrote down Sarah's story, you have taken what he said to Sarah and turned it into like it's got something to do with you, and it doesn't. Don't be deceived, people, by all these people in ministry who have made careers out of they got to keep preaching this book because really, this Christian church, not the Christianity, the Christian church, those people are making a living. In other words, they have to preach the book. That's all they got. One book. All the knowledge in this world. All the knowledge in this world. And you want to have a doctorate in theology in one book. Most ancient book we know. They said, well, how did it get to be a book? Because the Bible is not a book. Remember? The Bible is just 66 people writing their little story about what they knew or what they perceived to be the truth, right? So the Bible is just a whole lot of these little things. You see them, right? Some of the word was written by somebody who didn't even know the people they were talking about. They talked about them. My mama told me that. My grandmama told me that story. And they got it down word for word. Your great grandmama told you a story and you got it down word for word centuries later. Anyway, I don't like talking about the Bible. I don't. I like talking about this woman. This woman, I ain't gonna play none of this shit. I'm trying to get out of the habit of playing all these people's shit, with the exception of Jay Wilson. I'm trying to get out of playing these people's stuff. I hear you, Sunny D Light. I almost made it, girl. If she wasn't gay, she'd be just like the rest of them. That child was speaking anything. Listen, Jay Wilson went to seminary because he's still trying to justify his life. He cannot accept the creation of God. I am because I am. I am what I am, and that's all what I am, right? He needs to keep trying to stay in that book and prove that he is supposed to be here, because when you match the book with modern life, it doesn't make sense. To try to make sense of it all. Why don't you just close the book now and then try to figure out what's going on in real life? Not somebody else's story. Not some ancient person walking around in the desert with sandals on, girl, trying to understand his story. Oh, what he said. Girl, what about what's going on right now? God damn it. Talk about what's going on. If God is telling you to be an evil, nasty, disgusting, bigoted pig, then girl, I think you have the wrong God. Right? You done piece together all these 66 people and put it like it's all one voice. It's not one voice. The Bible's not even one voice. You mixed it all together, piecemeal. First, the Catholics did it, pieced it all together, gave it to you, the slave. And then you think, oh, this is God. God said this. That said this, the word. I thought the Bible said that Jesus Christ was the word made flesh. So then the word will be a spiritual thing. It will not be a physical thing. A physical thing, when you worship a physical thing, it is idolatry. It is no different than the fatted calf. Right? And the word was made flesh and dwelt among us. So, Spirit of God comes to live inside of you. He will tell you things. He will communicate with you. You know, you say, well, you know what? That's wrong. How dare me treat people like that? That's wrong. Why don't I get my ass out on the street and see if I can save some souls today? If I can turn people to Jesus? If I can make people believers, therefore taking power over their lives, right? Maybe I can make a difference. Maybe everybody doesn't have to stay a crackhead. Maybe instead of just calling people crackheads, maybe I can get out there and I can tell them about Jesus Christ, right? And these people can begin to believe in God. Maybe that's more my mission than try to keep them out. Keep them in the doorways and the highways and the motel rooms, Shangri-Las and all this shit, girl. They just flesh. Everything's just flesh because they ran away from God. And then you mention the average person, honey, you mention the Bible or church or Jesus, girl. They say, ah! You think you just mentioned the name of the devil, right? And it's not because of what the book says. No, it's because of what you said and how you presented it. right? It's easy for you to sit your fat ass in church. If you don't have no, if you're not gay, then you can just sit there and girl and just deny all the shit you did, right? You can just deny I got 3 kids. I ain't got no husband, but I don't sin. I don't sin. Oh, that was in the past. That was in the past. They still doing it. I don't do it. I had sex 15 years. I don't have sex and I'm still homosexual. Your sexuality is your attraction. You may never touch another one in your life and you'll still be gay. You understand that? It is your attraction, what you're attracted to. And what you're attracted to is natural, right? To deny that is natural, you're denying God, not based on the book, based on what is right. It is in creation. Gay people are different in more ways than just having it pumping on each other. God damn. You think you're going to be fucking into your 90s? No, but you'll be a 90-year-old gay man or woman. Anyway, people, I'm just going to go deeper and deeper into this. Y'all going to turn on me. Y'all going to say, oh, he always talking about the gay. Talk about something. I can't talk about nothing because that's who I am, honey. Just like I'm black, I am black. It ain't about, oh, you're not as black as me. Oh, I wish you were more African American. I wish you were more African. I will be black until the day they put me in the ground. I will also be gay until they put me in the ground. I don't give a fuck if I never have sex, which is a very likely thing. Never have it again. I'm still who I am, honey. God has created me, right? I am beautiful, no matter what they say. Stop trying to bring me down. Taste and see that God is good. Baby, if y'all could have sit up in them prisons and hear these murderers and rapists talking about how girl talking about homosexuality, I just cracked my side. All the evil shit these people do to each other and to themselves, they still feel like they are holy because in the book of Leviticus it said man should not sleep with man. That is the only thing that has made a difference. Even the murderers, the rapists, child molesters, they're all of them feel like at least I'm not gay. Because when did gay get to be such a major issue? It is something that has occurred in this, not in this country, in this world, honey. Based on what somebody wrote down. Somebody just sitting in the desert and wrote it down. God said this, God said that. Whatever. I'm getting progressively less religious, I think. I mean, of course, the hatred has always bothered me, but now, I guess during COVID, when I've been sitting at home and been having time to think, I've been seeing some of the foolishness in all of it, all of religion. What's it all about? What's it all about? Our feet. Was it all just a money game? What was it all about? People can't say that they're wrong, of course, because then they have to admit, but hell, I've been wrong all this year. I've been paying these people all this money, and you know what I mean? It don't mean anything. Tithing don't mean nothing. No, honey, you just got scammed. You've been scammed, honey. Anyway, I'm all off track. So I done burst my pimple for the day. I hope y'all doing okay. What's the day? Bet you have touched a few pins. Oh no, the singing baby. Love your creator. Somebody put eyeballs in that head, honey. I was looking at my dog last night. I said, "Oh, Squeenie, why you got eyes and a nose, mouth, and you got kidneys, lung? Where did all this come from? I mean, you guys are so beautiful because they got all these different kind of animals. They're all so different, and that's an example of what life is like because we're all different in different ways as well, right? Where did this come from? No, it has to be a creation. Someone decided that you needed teeth to chew your food, right? I don't buy all this bullshit. The amoeba crawled out the ground. The amoeba crawled out the ground. It was just a glob of glue, and it evolved. And the amoeba said, "I need an asshole. I'm all clogged up." So the amoeba grew an asshole. It's ridiculous. Worship God. God is good. God is good. That is my benediction, baby. I say, the winners. You are just fine the way you are. I wish people could just understand it. They don't understand the damage that they do. Damage. Horrible. Why would you think that's godly? Why? Because the Bible is so violent. Fire and brimstone. Remember, they used to preach fire and brimstone. Your ass going to hell. They used to send them. They used to send them hell on in the expressway, honey. The hell with everything they did. They are okay. Now, Eleanor, now you talking sense now. They are more upset about Target beer commercials versus shooting in schools, poor health care, affordable housing, homelessness. They don't preach. They ain't got no interest in that whatsoever, honey. You'll never hear it coming from the pulpit, right? They got to make sure Target ain't got no rainbows on nothing. Don't acknowledge them. Don't acknowledge them. Don't acknowledge them. Don't acknowledge them niggers. Isn't that the reality? Wasn't that the reality we had to struggle through? And then you're going to put that on somebody else? Your evil ass. I don't believe in being nice to people who are not nice to you, girl. Fuck you. No, thank you, Nikki B. No, thank you. I don't need none of that. Tim is 65 and setting his ways. I'm setting my ways, but they're not. Okay, Sandra. Have the whole information. I know hate when I see it. If you can see it in that black woman, that's the only example I have, because I'm not going to go chasing down that shit. I can hardly watch the news sometimes to see who done killed each other today. But I saw the hatred in her eyes. She let the hatred came through her eyes. I said, "Dang, nothing but a demon." That woman, I don't know if she is a demon, but she certainly has a demon. Desperate to be better than somebody. Well, my great mama said that, but okay, what was your great grandmama? What was that? A theologian, or who exactly? What were her qualifications to determine how the world works? Your daddy just saying, "Get out of here." I'm getting the hell out of here, Sandra Mitchell. You gonna call me an old fool? I'm gonna get out of here before you call me old. No fool like an old fool, honey. You can feel when people hate you or just talk about you. I can feel when people hate me. Absolutely, I can. It is an unusual thing. Homophobia, it is a hatred. If you look into their eyes, you'll see them like, I hate your motherfucking ass. It is hatred. It's not just words, honey. It's ingrained in them people. And I believe a lot of these people are confused or were confused at some point in their own lives, honey. And they're trying to convince themselves, as well as me and the world, that you do not exist. Fuck the fact that you got tens of millions of you. You don't exist. And we can't acknowledge you. Because our kids going to want to be gay if they see your ass. It's their energy. Correct. It's the same as racism. Absolutely it is. I remember one time I was watching this is early in gay rights movement. I was watching Jerry Springer. Was it Jerry Springer or that other dude? And they had this black woman on there, and they had these gay people who were trying to speak up for themselves. Don't listen. He said people were saying that it was a civil rights issue, to treat gay people like lesser people than other people. to deny them rights of other people. Don't say that guy. They got anything to do with civil rights. You ain't got nothing to do with civil rights. They didn't go to slave. Miss Thing, don't you understand, girl, that if you either we're all free or no one is free. Either we're all equal or we're all shit on the way to hell. Don't you understand that? Don't you understand that either we are all saved by grace or we are all on our way to the fiery pit from your ancient thinking, girl. Make up your mind. You can't say that. I'm good. Give me my rights. Give me my rights. Black power. But yeah, no, fuck those people. Sam, they don't exist. They don't exist. Don't say their name. Block them out. They ain't share no pride. One time, this was early in my sobriety, I used to live right on the route for the gay pride parade, where there's got to be a couple 100,000 people here on the streets. And this man had brought his wife and his 2 little kids out here to talk about Jesus saves and how you can change, right? And I was early in my sobriety, I admit, I cussed that man so bad that he was running. He was running, him and his kids and his wife. I cussed. It was so much hurt to think that you would come amongst all these people and bring your little kids to try to tell them they all going to hell and they got to come to Jesus. And they like coming to Jesus has something to do with their sexuality, girl. It just sickened me so bad. And it all came out of me. I said, how dare you? How dare you, you monster? Anyway, people, let me get off this negative shit. I got to get up off this negative stuff. Tim, we will never be equal. Well, baby, Miss Bailey, we already are equal. People just don't know it. Ain't nobody better than nobody else. That's just the way it is, honey. People think they're better than all this kind of stuff, yet they had 2 parents. Parents sent them to school, sent them to college, whatever. Some of them, the parents helped them get a house, and the level of support. While this other person over here, his parents were crackheads, right? They couldn't do anything for him at all. You're still the same. You're still people. You still deserve the same amount of respect, not because of what you have, but because of who you are. You're a human being, and you deserve the same amount of respect of anybody else. That's just the way it is, honey. And we don't be sitting around, just like when I was a kid, we lived in black neighborhoods, right? We very rarely saw white people. The only time we saw a white person was come in, he would be the insurance man or somebody, right? I wasn't sitting around thinking about white people. It never even occurred to me. This was my world. Correct? Gay people are not sitting around thinking about straight people. No, honey. They have these flare-ups because of this bullshit. But we ain't sitting around thinking about it. We have our own world, honey. I live in the Castro in San Francisco, right? We have a whole world here. We can exist just fine, honey. We already know we're equal, but the world is catching up. The world is catching up, baby. You got somebody like ZX. How in the fuck is he more holy than me? That evil ass man over there, child. But he believes. Girl, I'm out of here, Chuck. People, y'all have a wonderful Thursday. I'm sorry if I was so negative on today. We got to talk about what's going on, and that's the story. So Target is taking down many of the items. I think they'll probably take it down in some cities and leave other cities alone. I doubt they're going to take all that stuff down in San Francisco or any of the big cities. They'll take it down in all some of the other places. I don't know. It's only up for a fucking, 1 month? You can go and buy a shirt with a rainbow on it. What about those families? Think about somebody other than yourself. Later, people.